Mm. Hey, 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 it's Dr. Dawn, and welcome to Mystical Monday. I am your host, and I will be your intuitive guide through tonight's program. And so I am so excited for you guys to join me tonight. I am going to get a couple of things together while we wait for everyone to come to the chat, because we're going to have a good time tonight. And so let's see who's all coming with us. We got the people coming in. Yay! If this is your first time, you are in for a treat. We do everything live here on Monday nights. And so Monday nights, I call it Mystical Monday Live because not only do I share information with you guys as it relates to our spiritual journeys, messages from spirit or the spiritual realm to the collective, but I also look to you guys for input, feedback, comments, questions. And so we all kind of get in it together here on Monday nights. On my other platforms, I pretty much give you guys information, advertise my services. But on Monday nights, it's all about you guys getting on in this discussion and sharing and kind of collaborating with me, telling me kind of where you are in your journey. Okay. So if this is your first time here tonight, my name is Dr. Dawn. I am an intuitive guide and spiritual messenger. And what that means is I am the go-between between the spiritual realm and the physical realm. I am the one in the middle relaying messages from spirit to the collective on Monday nights. Now, in my one-on-one sessions, I do it a little bit differently. I'm still the one in the middle, but I'm the one relaying messages from your spirit team to you. I'm introducing you to your team. I'm sharing information with you from your team as it relates to your journey, information that your team is trying to get you to hear or to see, but you are not. So they use me to get the information to you. And I assist you in getting comfortable and developing ways to communicate with your spirit team yourselves, because you got to do that at some point, right? Because that's where we're headed on this planet. So that's who I am. And Mystical Mondays right here on Discovering Your Inner Light on YouTube is just about a year and a half old. So it hasn't been on, I haven't been on here too long, but we've covered a variety of topics and we've had quite a few guests come on. That's part of the format as well. We have guests come on every now and then to kind of help me explain or elaborate more on information as it relates to spirituality from a different perspective, because you need that. No one person here is right as it relates to spirituality. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You just do it and share your experience. And so that's why we have guests come a lot of times to share their experiences. Okay, I see people coming in the chat. Hey, 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 they're coming in. Everybody's coming in. So as they come in, I'm going to give you guys a little more information about how to reach out to me. If you would like to learn more about me and my services, you can go to my website at www.discoveringyourinnerlight.com, or you can click the link, I believe, in the community section or about section, I'm sorry, here on YouTube. And it gives you all my information, all of my social media handles, just everything that you need to know about me. Now, I am very bad at reminding people to click the darn like button. I always forget to do that. If this information resonates with you throughout this program, please click the like button. If you're a returning person and you just know the information is going to resonate with you, click the like button now, please. And make sure that you tell others to subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to get this channel to grow so this information can get out to the people who need it. But I can only do that if you guys assist me with moving this algorithm. This algorithm won't move unless you guys start showing that you are interested and that this information resonates with you. So remember, I may remember tonight, I should make myself a note. Remind everybody to click the like button, click the like button throughout this program, okay? So I see we got some people in. Hello, hello. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, come on in this room. You guys come on in. And remember, this is not just about me giving you information, but it's about us collaborating and sharing information. So throughout this, please make sure you ask questions, you comment, you give feedback, like any of the above, because it makes this more interactive and it makes it a little less formal. So it doesn't seem like you're in class and I'm the teacher giving you instruction, because that's not where we are, right? As a planet, we're past that part. We're into sharing and collaborating. Okay, so tonight, okay, we're going to be talking about how to use your intuition to transform fear into belief. I'm going to say that again. We're going to be talking about how to use your intuition to transform fear into belief. And I'm going to tell you how this topic came about. All right. So I see people for sessions, one-on-one sessions. Okay. I do spiritual coaching. And so last week I had a client who had a session with me earlier in the month. And so I offer what's called follow-up and check-in sessions. They're like 20 minutes. That means, you've had a recent session, you have left me, you've gone on to maybe implement some of the things that were discussed in the session, and you have a quick question, or you need clarification on something, or you want to share something. So I have what's called follow-up and check-in. So this young lady followed up with me last week. She had a session the first week of August and then followed up again with me last week. Now, every time people do this, even though I know it's a service that I offer to help you guys so that you always have access to me when you need it, I always think when somebody schedules that close, I go, uh-oh, something must be wrong. That's usually the human part of me that kicks in, right? So when I got in the session with her, and remember, it's only 20 minutes. It's a follow-up session. So you got to be quick and you got to kind of know what you want to cover. The first thing she said was, okay, the man that you told me I was going to meet regarding my legal case, I met. Okay. Then she says, the information you told me he was going to say, because he's a lawyer, she said, the information you told me the lawyer was going to tell me was spot on. He said exactly what you said. I said, okay. She says, I even went so far as to follow the steps my spirit guide said to turn in an application for business, and it went okay. I said, okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking everything is happening just the way your spirit team said it would. So why are you here? She said, I'm here, Dr. Dawn, because now I'm nervous, because now I'm in it. Now things are going the way they are supposed to go and the way my team said they would. Now I'm nervous. You guys, it doesn't get any better than this, because this is very indicative of what happens to us in real life when you are trying to create the life that you desire. When things start falling into place, when things start lining up the way you're shown or it's downloaded to you, people start to get nervous. Okay. What happens when they get nervous? They move in and out of their alignment. They shake in their belief. They actually hinder a little bit the forward movement of what's trying to happen because they're stagnating it with fear. Now let's get into this. We got to get into it because more of you are going to start experiencing this. The more you get tapped in to your intuition, the more your fear is going to need to be transformed into belief. How do we do that, Dr. Dawn? How do we do it? Because guess what? As long as we're in these human bodies, there's going to be a certain amount of fear that we experience. Absolutely correct. You will probably always have a little bit of fear as long as you inhabit this avatar. That's 100% correct. What we want to get you to do is to transform that fear into power and belief in the moment in which it is occurring. Okay, let's get into this. Now, we are always talking about these darn chakras. Hello, I see everybody's coming in. We're always talking about these chakras, but I think we need to revisit how these chakras play such a huge part in transforming fear into belief. First of all, when you take a leap of faith. Okay, I'm going to keep using that same example I gave you guys in the beginning about my client from last week. Her spirit team, they gave her, without going into too much detail, she's going through some legal things at work. And so, well, she is now, but she wasn't at first. She came to the session. She wanted her spirit team to kind of guide her as it related to her career, personal life, so forth and so on. So her spirit guides kind of told her the road is getting ready to get bumpy. It's okay. They said, we're sending an attorney your way to help fight your case. They even gave her the name of the attorney so she would know without a shadow of a doubt it was her team sending it to her. They even said it's going to get a little rough, but it's going to be good. Just hang in there. Hold on tight because we got you. They gave her all of that information up front to ease the fear because they know we live in a world of fear. So to have everything play out exactly the way they said, and she's still in fear, guess what that means? That means we got to do some chakras. We got to do some finagling with these chakras. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard this before, but I used to, when I was younger, I remember my grandmother used to say, she was a Christian. She said, I wonder about Christianity. She would say, Jesus could come down from the heavens above right now, and people wouldn't even believe it was him. So what in the world are we doing? She would say, people do not have a strong enough to believe to even recognize if Jesus were to show himself. She used to always say that, but I didn't get it until now, until this part in my journey. But what I also didn't understand was what plays a part in the fear and the disbelief. Okay. Now, first, before we get into that, before we get into the chakras, the way that you know you are following your inner guidance system is that you do not need approval or validation from others. I'm going to say that again. You know that you're following divine guidance, your intuition, AKA your intuition, same thing, when you do not need the validation or approval from others or the outer world. Okay. As long as you're looking for approval from others and the outer world, you're not following your intuition. You're not. Because your intuition is heart-based. It's guiding you based on a feeling of what's in alignment and connection with your purpose, your journey, and your destination. If you got to listen or weigh the options or doubt or figure it out based on what everybody else is doing or what somebody told you or what you're seeing others doing, that's not your intuition. I need you guys to understand that because we're living in a time now where everyone is seeking confirmation for everything. Anytime we do something, we're asking our spirit team and our higher self for confirmation. We're saying, I need confirmation, I need confirmation, I need confirmation. I need you guys to understand when you're getting confirmation and when you're being influenced outside of you. Because see, that's happening a lot. Okay? Trusting in your knowing is what is helping you to eliminate old beliefs. Okay? And one of the ways that you're eliminating the old beliefs is to be more open to trying new things. That's important. You cannot go about doing things the way you've been doing them all this time and think that there's going to be a difference. There just isn't going to be a difference. There just isn't. A lot of times, most of us in the past, we based our removal of fear off of what the masses said. Like if we were going to make a big purchase, like buying a house. This is what I did decades ago when I bought my first house. I had to ask my uncle because he was good in finances, what he thought, right? I had to ask my friends who had houses already about the process and kind of what they thought with what I was doing, okay? I had to ask colleagues that I work with, well, what was your experience like? Like, did you, like it was a constant taking a survey from all beings in the outer world. And my inner guidance system was saying, this is lined up for you. It's all put in place. It's going to flow. It's going to go okay. Just keep going. But I didn't listen to that. I didn't listen to that because nothing goes like that, right? We're conditioned to believe nothing can flow with ease. So we thought until now. Now we're in the ease stage. And so a lot of us can't deal with the ease. A lot of us are used to the disruption, the chaos, the hiccups, the things that happen that deter you or pull you back. And we're looking for them. We're looking for them. But we got to turn it, restructure it, get into a different perspective now, because that's not the energy. The energy you're in now is saying, just flow, just go, just keep moving. I got you. It's encouraging. It's holding you. It's very clear. The guidance, the information is being pointed out to you with like where a blind person can see it. So you don't get the urge to go to outside sources to ask their opinion, but we still ain't following it. Okay. Why are we not following it? Because we're not into these chakras. These chakras are not, we're not into an awareness of what our chakras are telling us and showing us at all times, what our chakras are begging us to do to get in alignment and together to remove the fear. As long as we stay away from these chakras and distant, we're going to be more closer to fear than we are of belief. We are trying to get our belief to override the fear. We're not trying to get rid of the fear. Let me be clear, because you're not going to ever get rid of fear as long as you are in this human avatar on earth. You're going to have a little bit of fear. You're going to have it. But we're in the process of moving our belief to the point where it overrides that little bit of fear that we have. Okay. All right. Let's get into the chakras. For a lot of you, it's going to be a review, but the way we're going to look at it and break it down this time is going to be very different, because you're in a different state of awareness now. You're in a different state of being now. These chakras are going to mean something different to you now once you look at it with these eyes, these new eyes that you're looking at with this new frequency. Okay. All right. Let's start at the crown chakra. Let's get it to the top. Can you see it? It's above my head. It's back here behind me. Look at that. I gave y'all that whole system. We're starting at the top, above your head. Our crown chakra is our connection. It's our connection to ourselves, to others, to the universe. So look, you know when that crown chakra is blocked and when it's off, when you don't feel in connection with who you are. You don't feel in alignment or a sense of oneness with the collective. Okay, you don't feel like you're tapped into the universe. Your crown chakra is off. It is blocked. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to keep remembering to look at the comments. I haven't been looking at the comments yet, so let me keep going. If you have a question or a comment, you guys go ahead and do it. I'll get to it when I look over there. Okay. So your crown chakra, we know it's blocked and it's off when you're losing your connection to yourself, to others, and the universe. Hey. Don't think as you get more awakened and aware, these chakras won't get blocked. Mine get blocked all the time. I'm in and out of awareness and making sure that when I recognize that they're blocked, I'm addressing it in that moment and moving it along. So don't think they'll ever always be clear. Oh, your chakras are always clear. You're vibrating, you're floating high, you're in a high frequency, you're almost in your crystalline body. You're just like moving forward. Maybe down the road, but for now, you're going to be constantly doing a check and balance system with these chakras. Okay. So let's go back to my example. I'm going to tie my original example in with these chakras throughout tonight. So remember the client I had, she was like, okay, Dr. Dawn, everything you said, it happened, but now I'm nervous. Now I don't know. Now, what if things she started the what if thing. And, now I knew her crown chakra was out of sync, out of balance, because she no longer felt connected to the situation that was happening, the people involved, including herself. She was in a state of like flux. Okay. So I knew crown chakra wise, we needed to maybe take a look at that. Let me keep going. That third eye chakra. Ooh, don't we love that third eye? Y'all know where it is, right in between them eyes, right above, right there. So when that third eye chakra gets blocked, or let me fix it. Let me turn it around. Not when it gets blocked. When your third eye is functioning great, you got a strong gut feeling, baby. You can, your intuition is heightened, huh? Your ability to manifest and get into the process of manifestation is on point. That third eye connects you to your intuition, your manifestation, and that gut instinct. Okay. So when people say, I'm not sure, what the guidance is, or I don't know, what my guides are saying, they ain't tapped into that third eye. That's not saying it's not open. Okay. It can be open, but you ain't tapped into it because it's blocked. Okay. And so when it's blocked, your intuition is way off. It's well, it's not off, but you're interpreting it as way off. You're not connected to it. Okay. So look, we went through the crown chakra and the third eye. Keep in mind, you guys, this is what causes you to be in fear. Can you see, just based on the two that we've done so far, when they are off, when you are disconnected, how fear could set in? Because you're disconnected from your source. You're disconnected from your divine source. So far, there's a disconnection in two areas of the divine source, the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Let's keep it going. So next, the throat chakra, located in your throat. That's pretty easy, right? So that is responsible for your ability to communicate verbally. All communications, your feelings, your beliefs, your principles, your boundaries, anything that has to do with you speaking, what you are feeling internally is wrapped up in that throat chakra. And so if there is some imbalance in that, or that energy is off, you're not going to creatively or I don't want to say intelligently, but descriptively, there we go, describe or speak what's going on inside of you. Okay. And so can you see how that may cause you to be in a fear state? Because you got a lot of things going on with you and you ain't saying it. You're not telling nobody. You're holding it in, which is causing an influx in energy, which is causing you to be off balance and then to create little hints of anxiety in certain situations. What is anxiety? Fear. It is fear. Okay. All right. Next, that heart chakra. We love that heart chakra, right? It's located in the center of our chest. Okay. Close to your heart, actually. It is actually where it's your ability to show love and compassion. All right. Now, for people who are having difficulty with this throat, I keep saying the wrong chakras. For people who are having difficulty with this balance in this heart chakra, you will find that they not only have difficulty showing love and compassion, but they have very difficult time putting themselves in other people's shoes. That's the biggest sign for me of people who have some heart chakra difficulties. They can't change roles. They can't say, oh, I shouldn't have done that because, I know what that feels like. Or, oh man, they have very difficulty putting themselves in the feelings or place of others. All right. And so what does this cause when they get like this? It may cause them to sometimes not just be on edge, but for them to make up things in situations that aren't even happening because they have no connection. They have no connection to other beings and their feelings or experiences. So it creates a little bit of paranoia a little bit in their lives as it relates to how people interact and communicate with them. So what does paranoia cause? Fear. See, fear is at the underlying root of every single chakra when it is off, when it is not functioning correctly, when it's not in alignment, when it is not being executed in the way and manner in which it was created to, it will produce an underlying energy of fear. Okay. Let me check over here, see where I am. Hello, hello. Everybody's saying hi. No questions so far. Great. All right, let's keep going. So, heart chakra imbalance. A lot of people now, though, since we've moved into this higher frequency, since we've had all of these portal openings, people's heart chakras now are kind of popping open, literally popping. People are feeling it in their chest, like pop, or pains, or just like sharp kind of something, like electrical statics movements, like things. I've been hearing a lot of people describe things in my sessions, and it's these heart chakras popping open. And so we're getting a little more, becoming a little more understanding and cognizant of the feelings of others now. Not everybody, but a lot of us, because of the frequency and portals that we've been having and our awareness that is now heightened to this and the feelings of others. Okay. All right. The next one is always a popular one in my sessions. That darn solar plexus chakra, baby, that solar plexus chakra is always the one giving everybody a little flux. So that solar plexus chakra is in your stomach area. Y'all know it. Those of us who got some bloat around the belly, that ain't always because you're drinking pop and, eating the wrong stuff and dairy and, it causes you to bloat. But guess what? That solar plexus chakra, if it ain't a functioning and in alignment and doing right, it's going to puff out. It's going to puff up. It's going to show it to you. And so this area is responsible for confidence, self-esteem, feeling in control of your life. All of this is centered in your solar plexus chakra. So let me get into it with the client I just told y'all about in the beginning. So remember, she came to me for a follow-up session. She said, Dr. Dawn, everything you said has panned out so far. Okay, check, and check. And now she's nervous. Now she's scared because now she's like, what if the outcome doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to be? She's losing all control, right? She's losing her confidence. She's getting off because everything is falling in line too perfectly. So her confidence is going left. Guess where all that energy is that ain't aligned right? That's not working right based on what she said and what she's feeling in that solar plexus. And so when you lack confidence, you feel ill-prepared, right? You feel like you're not going to be able to perform adequately, or the outcome isn't going to come out the way you want it. So then what does it produce? Fear, and fear. So when your solar plexus is out of alignment, when your confidence, your self-esteem, your feeling or need to feel in control is magnified, that solar plexus is wiggle wobble. It's wobbling. Chosen Battle Goddess said, woo child, it's hitting hard. Yes, it is. Natasha says, I was just thinking about how bloating could be a cause of solar plexus imbalance. Absolutely. You guys always understand in this physical avatar, there's a physical explanation for why things happen and a spiritual explanation. It has to be, because you are you consist in both realms. You exist in the physical realm as well as the spiritual realm. So you got to have two things kind of happening that are assisting to keep this avatar operating in the manner that it should be. So when that solar plexus, I can always tell when mine is off. Oh, baby, the bloating is for real. It is real. I usually got to take my hands and push my stomach up and down and massage it, moving in circles, do some energy movement kind of things, in addition to drinking water, maybe pulling back on the caffeine and things like that. But you got to work both systems, the physical and the spiritual system, at all times to keep yourself in balance and alignment. As you can see with the example I gave you, both systems for this client are kind of off, okay? And that solar plexus one is a very popular one. That one, and I'll get to the other one, but that's a pretty popular one, okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's get into the sacral chakra. It's located just below your belly button. So if you feel on your belly button and go right underneath that, into that lovely pouch area. If you have one, you may not have one, but it is the sacral chakra. And so it is responsible for your sexual and creative energy. And it's also how you relate to others. Now, I did a video last week talking about how I was seeing a pattern in my one-on-one sessions. People were coming in, they're talking about, I don't like sexual intercourse. I don't see the purpose of it. Like, I'm feeling like I have to do it. I don't know what my sexuality is. I don't, I'm umpteen years old and now I'm questioning, my sexuality. So many things are happening now as it relates to sex and how we perceive it, what we do with it, how we're understanding it. And that too has a lot to do with our portal openings, with the frequency upgrades, with the awareness of the consciousness. And so now, when there are people who are coming to me, as they were last week, with issues and questions regarding this particular topic, I know their sacral chakra is now needing some attention. Because guess what? Again, you guys, when these people came to me, these are people who are adults and have been sexually active and are now seeing things differently. So the first thing that comes to mind is something must be wrong with them. Okay, because their outlook, their mindset, and their feelings about it are changing. So now they're thinking something is wrong with them. So then what emotion is coming up? What are they living in a state of? Fear. So when that sacral chakra is off and they're questioning all of the things happening in their life, they're questioning it from a fear perspective because they're afraid of what is happening to them, because now their belief system and their entire conditioning of what they've known is no longer a reality for them. That is scary. That is based in fear. So how can remember our what we're talking about tonight? We're talking about how we overcome fear. We overcome fear when we get our belief system to a place where we can override the fear. Multiple things have to happen to get your belief system to override fear. You have to come into an awareness of what's going on. Okay. That's what we're doing tonight. You guys are coming into an awareness of these different things, frequencies, energies, things that are happening, so that when they happen or when you go through them, you have the experience and the awareness, therefore eliminating or at least reducing fear. Okay. That's one way to kind of alleviate being fear-based. The second thing is when you recognize which chakra is standing out to you the most in terms of needing attention, give it the attention. And you guys are too savvy now on social media, the internet, to say, how do I clear my crown chakra? How do I clear my sacral? All I gotta do is Google. You can literally Google clearing sacral chakra, clearing heart chakra, clearing throat chakra. That's why I don't spend a whole lot of time on how to do that, because you can Google, you can get multiple different ideas on how to do that now. But you got to be in an awareness of when to go get the ideas. That's where the disconnect is. We're not getting the information or the guidance when it is needed. Why? Because one, we're not aware of when something's off. Okay. And two, we weren't aware of the importance of dealing with these chakras in the moment to move us out of whatever we're in. Your chakra system, it's who you are. It is who you really are. It is what is beyond the skin that you see. It is the one that you're always taking care of, not this. You're not taking care of your high blood pressure, your cholesterol, your diabetes, your cancer, your symptoms and things that you're having with your physical body. You're taking care of this because this is the catalyst for all of that I just mentioned. So this is a reminder that I'm seeing is needed for everyone, because as you shift, sure, your frequencies are going to get higher. People think, oh, the frequency gets higher, our energy gets higher. We just move on along and we just ascend. No, 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 no. You move on along into a place of awareness of where your intuition now is heightened, tapped in, and activated and guiding you. And you are now in a place of being able to listen to the intuition for the guidance, specifically when your intuition is telling you about your chakras. Now, let me be clear. Your intuition or your spirit team or your higher self may not say, oh, you need to get your sacral chakra in order, in alignment. It may not point you in the direction exactly of the word sacral chakra. May not do that. If you understand that the sacral chakra is responsible for your sexual and creative energy, and also how you relate to others and emotions in that moment, when your intuition is guiding you towards things related to sex, or bringing to your awareness that you're not liking it, or maybe putting you in situations where you're now discussing it, that is your intuition bringing into your awareness, ding, 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 sacral chakra needs to be cleared. Sacral chakra needs to be cleared. Do you see? But you have to understand what each chakra does to realize when your intuition is bringing to your awareness what's off. See, when we first got into our awareness, okay, and we first became aware of the chakras early on in your awakening, most of you, we were fixated on the colors of the chakra, right? Where they were located and what things we should do to clear them. Like, yoga, meditation, that was our focus in the lower frequencies, because we were at the beginning of awareness or whatever. Well, we passed that. We're past that now. Now we're into tying and connecting our intuition and our guidance to what it is showing us in our present reality in relation to what our inner guidance system, or how our inner guidance system is functioning. That's where we are now. That's where we are collectively as a planet. Okay? All right, let's go to this next chakra. This is the one everybody runs to. It's the generic one. It's the catch-all. It's the one everybody thinks if you clear it, you're good. Which one is it, y'all? It's that root chakra. Everybody's always trying to clear the root chakra, right? Because you feel like if you clear the roots, you all good. Well, I'm guilty of thinking that too. I used to think that too in the beginning. Long as I stay grounded, I'm good. That's what I used to think. No. So your root chakra is located at the base of your spine. Okay, put your hand on it. It's at the base of your spine. It helps you feel grounded and able to withstand challenges. Okay, it's like your sense of security and stability. Whenever you feel like you're going to waver or rock or get out of alignment or get nervous or get afraid, your root chakra is the ultimate chakra that will pull collectively everything in your other chakras all together into one big, nice little bundle for you in the moment and make you feel security. It will make you feel connected. It will bring you into an awareness that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. This ain't real. You are just going through the motions. It'll make you feel comforted and encouraged, okay? It's the one that everybody works on. Everybody works on the root chakra. You'll see people outside, barefoot, getting grounded, walking around in the grass or rolling around on the floor. Or you'll see people saying, I'm meditating to stay grounded. Or, we have a lot of practices and awareness for the root chakra because it's the one we all, like I say, we all feel like runs everything. You get that together, you got everything together. No. You have everything together. I say to a certain extent, okay? Because it used to be believed that if you had the root chakra balanced and you were grounded, then all the other chakras must be balanced and grounded. I've been in situations in my own experience where in the moment, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling grounded, I'm feeling connected, and someone will come in my energy field who is not in alignment, who I don't feel
like I am in a frequency with, and I will hold my tongue. I will keep my throat, not activate my throat chakra to the level that it should, because some of me, a part of me still wants to keep the peace, not, rock the boat, keep people around. And so you slide, you say, but I'm grounded, but I'm not listening to my throat chakra. So you see, you could be grounded, but still not aligning all the way with your other chakras. So to say that all we need to do is ground in the root chakra is a misnomer, because look, I'm only giving you 7 chakras today, because we pretty much use the 7 consistently as it relates to this body back here, this where we are now in our DNA activation. But there are a whole lot more chakras, a whole lot. So I like to say each chakra stands alone. Okay. There is no one activation fits all. They each stand alone. So some people felt like what I just said with the root chakra, you get that grounded, you got everything grounded. Others used to think that with the third eye. Once your third eye is open, you good, because you're in an awareness. So you can stay aware and, shift as needed or accordingly. No, not necessarily. They all stand alone. Okay. So in this example, in this that I've given you guys, these 7 chakras, okay, all of them, if not aligned or if not in an awareness of when they are out of alignment, it will place you in a state of fear. Do you get it now? It will always put you in a state of fear. So I recognize when people's chakras are not just out of alignment, but what they're causing to happen in their life as a result of it. I can't tell y'all how much. I got to just piggyback to the clients I had last week with the sexual sexual intercourse issues. So you remember, I told you guys in the beginning, for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who've had sessions with me, I'm the go-between. I'm the messenger. That's all I do, is deliver the messages. So the spirit guides were giving me information to give to these people as it relates to like the past life connection to their sexual discomfort, their current life's path that's causing the sexual discomfort. But then guess what, y'all? Them spirit guides gave some suggestions on how to alleviate it. Now, I had to make sure the people knew I'm just the messenger. Like I don't know Kama Sutra. I didn't read the sex book. I don't know all the poses. I can't tell you all of it. I'm literally relaying information that was somewhat uncomfortable for me, but more uncomfortable for them. But they were all ears, because they were like, okay, now let me tell you how these spirit guides set me up so I wouldn't look like a pervert. So these people wouldn't think I was crazy. They gave me intricate details about these people. I hope they ain't on here. So I guess they ain't on the live. Maybe they won't watch the replay, but they won't know, I hope, because I ain't saying no names. But one of the people were struggling with their sexuality. Okay. No longer wanted to be heterosexual, now wanted to be a lesbian of the sort. And so the spirit guides said it was because of a past life situation that related directly to penetration of this person's vagina that has carried over lifetime after lifetime, therefore making sexual intercourse just not the best experience. Okay. All right. Stay with me. So the spirit guide actually gave some suggestions, as well as a sexual teacher, the name of a sexual teacher that was coming into the person's path that was going to help release some of the energy blockages related to this vaginal discomfort and blockage in that area. I told the client the person's name of the name that they gave me of the sexual teacher that was coming. And you know what she said? She said, oh, I already met her. She's already in my life. She said, is that what she's supposed to be, a teacher? Is that why she makes me so uncomfortable when I'm around her? Y'all can't make this up. I can't make this up. So the spirit her spirit team had already sent a person that was going to assist her with removing this sexual trauma that she has suffered in past life. And they were identifying in our session and confirming that they sent this young lady to her. They confirmed it with a shadow of a doubt because they gave her the name of the woman. And so in that session, I could see in this young lady a little bit of the blockage being removed already, because she now understood the divine purpose and background for her feelings that she had as it relates to her sexuality and the blockage that she was having as it pertains to sex. Now y'all look, spirit guides in these sessions, they're clearing the energy blockages. Your spirit team can see where the blockages are. They saw the blockage in the sacral chakra. So they say, okay, look, let's start working on healing this sacral chakra by giving divine guidance. And so when this session was almost over, I told the young lady, I said, how do you feel? She said, I feel a little bit relieved. She said, but now this is overwhelming because this woman, the feelings that I'm having about her are now making sense. Okay, I told y'all all that, not to pump up my business and to get clients. No. I told you in the beginning of this, we're in a state of being now collectively on the planet where we're sharing experiences. It's no longer about, oh, go read that book on such and such and such and such. So-and-so is an expert on it. They could help you. Read page 10. That's probably going to help you. No. We tapped in now. We tapped into the inner guidance system that is trying to connect for us everything in this lifetime and lifetimes past, because all of that now is catching up to you on this timeline, and you are now coming to awareness why you are the way you are, why you do the things the way you do, why you act the way you act, and why the people who are the people in your life are there. This is where we are now. So not to say that textbooks can't help you with theoretical things related to this, but y'all up on you're on the front line now. This is real life. Tapping into your inner guidance system, being aware of the guidance that is coming to you from all angles, your spirit team, your higher self, divine beings of light. Now we are at that point where we have got to override our fear with belief, because the only way you're going to tap into all this divine knowledge and information and guidance is to override the fear. How do we override the fear, you guys? Staying in connection and awareness of what our chakras are bringing to the surface for us to clear, for us to acknowledge, and for us to address now in the moment. See, it used to be, oh, I ain't do it this lifetime. I'll just do it next lifetime. I'll just put it on the list. I'll take it next lifetime. No, we ain't doing it like that now. Now it's like, if you can do it now, you will do it now, because there's no reason you shouldn't heal from the traumas, because you got all the divine guidance that you've ever needed right now. You got access to it more than you ever have right now. And I'm telling you guys, as sure as my name is Dr. Dawn, the spiritual realm is working overtime to connect, assist, and guide all of you. All of you. If you haven't been a mystical person up until now, if you have doubted that there are things happening that you can't see, that there's a world that exists that you can't touch, feel, smell, and be a part of, you better get into a place of awareness now, because it's going to get real mystical on this planet in the months and years to come. Real mystical. Okay. Let me get to the comments. Wait a minute. Let me get a sip, y'all.
Okay. Natasha said, she did that. Natasha says, I can definitely say I've been more drawn to discussing experiences with people more now.
Absolutely. We are more in an awareness now that everybody's kind of knowing that we're ascending, we're evolving, things are different. We're not believing what we see anymore. We're looking on the television. I just saw the other day, everybody was talking about California and the hurricane, the aftermath, and you know, the Californians going, okay, here y'all go again, trying to pump us up, and it wasn't that bad. You know, we're starting now to like call out things that are happening because intuitively it's not feeling right anymore. It's not feeling right. Oh, Hutch says ASAP. Yeah, so you got to draw into that feeling of not feeling right beyond just in the media when you're watching the news and you know that that ain't right. Like you guys, we've gotten to a state of awareness now where everybody's pretty comfortable saying, oh, that's not real, that's not real, as it relates to the media. But when it comes to their own personal life journey and evolution, baby, it's 99 questions, doubts, fears, confusion. I can't. It's all of that when you got to get into you. When you got to go within and deal with what's happening in your life, why and how, then it's all shaky. But as long as you can like tap into the outer world, look to the outer world for guidance, opinions, suggestions, information, we all good, right? We all good when we do that. But y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that much longer. Oneness says, oh, is it ever going to get far out in ways words shall not explain? You're telling me, not asking. He says it's going to get far out in ways words cannot explain. Look, I'm explaining you guys with my human perspective, but let me let y'all all in on a little secret. I don't care how evolved we all get, how many frequency upgrades we get, how much awareness we get. Ain't none of us down here self-aware. You know what that means? You know why I'm saying that? Because none of us down here will ever know 199% everything or exactly what is happening on this planet, why, when, how. You will never know that. So we will never be totally aware in this human state of being. As long as we got this human part of us, we won't. So when you're listening to people, including myself, and we're sharing this information with you based on our experience, our awareness, our connection, our downloads, all of that, you have to take it and you have to say, Now I heard what Dawn said tonight about overriding our fear with belief. And I heard what she said about the chakras and, you know, how to connect them. But I'm feeling like and then you fill in the blank with what you're feeling like, and maybe it's not exactly in alignment with what I'm saying. That's totally fine. It's okay. Because no one person down here is the end all. No one person. But you'll say, hey, there were certain things that she said that resonated, that connected, that I'm going to take those and I'm going to start letting my guidance system guide me towards my truth. Do you see? So you're going to find yourself doing that a lot, but you got to start doing it. You have to start doing it as it relates to your actual journey and what is happening in your physical reality, and stop operating from the previous place of being and paradigm where you sit back and somebody tells you how to feel. Somebody tells you what to do. Somebody tells you the right path. You ain't getting that no more. That's not happening no more. And you're going to feel lost, and you're going to feel anxiety, which is going to cause fear, which is going to cause your chakra system to be out of alignment, which is going to cause you to feel disconnected. And so then what? You're going to be coming to people like me forever. But I'm here to tell y'all. I tell people all the time, you keep on coming back. I'll keep taking your money. Yeah, I will. I'm going to keep taking it. If you don't want to take the steps, because my goal as a intuitive guide and spiritual messenger, I'm the messenger. But that's in this moment. You guys are going to move into your own, being your own messengers and your own conduits for connecting to the spiritual realm. I understand my role now is to act in that capacity because I have to, because we're moving and shifting and getting people going forward. But if you feel like you're going to need a person like me all the rest of your days on this earth, you will not. That's going to come to an end. It will come to an end because the frequency is going to push it to. It's going to push it to come to an end. And you're going to come to an awareness where we're all going to be like, I'm kind of out here on my own. You're going to be like, I ain't got nobody but me, myself, and my higher self. That's ultimately where you're going to be headed at some point. So look, get into this awareness, this spiritual evolution, this ascension with the understanding of tapping into, heightening, and getting into your guidance system. That should be your goal. Okay.
All right. Chosen Battle Goddess says, you're right. I was out the weekend in one of the best, unquestionable areas of my city. I was ordering food and listening to the band, but I saw myself getting up and running because of shots fired.
Well, look, if that's, I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just going to say, okay, all right. If that situation puts you in a state of, oh, wait, kept going. I'm sorry. I left around 9:15 because I saw a lot of early 20s crowd coming in. The next day, I received a call from a friend about a shooting happening after midnight. 1 injured and 2 DOA. So thankful for paying attention to my feelings and what I saw as well. Absolutely. That's where you are now, you guys. That's where you are now. Tapping into and following the guidance. People like myself, I'm here. Usually, lately, I've been acting as confirmation. A lot of you come to my sessions, I'm telling you what the guides are telling me, and you'll go, oh, that's what I thought. Oh, I heard that. Or, oh, yesterday. So I'm literally confirming for you guys a lot of times now because you're in that state of awareness. But guess what? Your fear is not, your belief is not overriding your fear. So because that fear is still there subconsciously, you're doubting, you're not responding to the guidance, and you are finding yourself in a place of confusion, if you will, because you don't know which way to go, because your system is not reacting or performing accordingly.
Good evening to you. Hutch says, our group requests your energy tonight. Oh, unfortunately, I will not be able to do that. I'm actually out of town, but thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the invitation. Okay. Questions. Any of you guys have any more questions? I want you guys to understand, you got to understand how these chakras play a huge part in transforming your belief. Once you get an awareness of what these chakras do and how to know when they're out of sync and then how to address it in that moment and get them back in sync, you develop confidence. You develop confidence and strength in that moment, and you are pushing and causing fear to decrease slowly but surely. But you must stay in tune with the chakras. See, I looked at my videos. I haven't talked about the chakras in a while. And so if I don't talk about it, we forget about it. People sometimes like not think about it. So I said, we need to bring it back and we need to put it in a different context now because we're in a different energy. We're in a different frequency. We're in a different awareness. So now these chakras mean something a little different. All right, come on, chat. Give me some questions, some comments. Give me some feedback. I want to hear you guys because I can only do this if you share in the communication. And if any of this information has resonated with you, or you've enjoyed it, or you've liked it, or you think that it may be significant to others, please click the like button. You guys, get that algorithm going in the direction of sharing this information with the collective. Because as one person ascends, we all ascend. So we all in this together. So let's keep the algorithm going. 1400 Corinne. Oh, you said thank you. You needed to hear this. Much gratitude. You are so welcome, Hutch. Paying attention to feel. It's all about paying attention to you guys' feelings. Pay attention to your feelings. Nothing that you're feeling right now is invalid.
all of your feelings are coming to the surface subconsciously to be dealt with in this moment. It's time to deal with them and transmute them so that you can evolve. You've been carrying them, many of you, for too many lifetimes. And so now it's time to bring them to the surface to heal. Natasha says, what's your favorite chakra realigning thing to do? Walk, walk, and walk. Anytime I feel all caught up or twist and turned or just out of alignment, all I gotta do is walk. I can get on the treadmill, walk, go outside, walk. That's gonna clear it right up, because you're moving that energy. And in the process of moving that energy, you're thinking, those neurotransmitters in your brain are moving, you're releasing chemicals, you are disrupting this whole system. You are literally disrupting it and getting it out of the state of being stuck. Thank you. Always learn more every time I watch your lives. Oh, so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. And I am just glad to be here with you guys and to continue to be of service. I am continuing to evolve myself and getting direction and new assignments by my spirit team. And so it's got me kind of doing some different things now, as you guys will probably see if you keep following me. I'm all over the place. But I have now come to accept that I am always put in a place of assignment now. And I'm here to serve, as most of you are. So be cognizant and aware of the assignments that are going to be given to you now to assist the collective. Is there a specific chakra for remembering your dreams? Oh, good question. When you say remembering your dreams, you're remembering things that are happening in another realm or from a higher realm. And so usually when we say remembering dreams, usually your dreams are coming to help you to unlock or unblock some energy blockages, and they're coming to give you kind of like a heads up of where you need to block or what you need to do. So it's not a particular chakra that helps with dreams, just your sleep state. Just sleep. Yeah, you don't have to have a particular dream activated. Well, I take that back. When my crown chakra and my third eye, when both of those kind of activated and opened up, my dreams became more vivid. I'm going to say that. So if I had to say from my experience, the crown chakra and the third eye chakra are what were activated prior to me having more vivid dreams. So if that helps you. Oh, you said the crown chakra and the third eye. Okay, Miss Corinne, what did I tell you, honey? You already on it. And I didn't even look at your comment. Absolutely. You're spot on. Okay, Angel Mom, thank you for reviewing this information. Very important to keep your mental and physical and spiritual bodies in balance by balancing our chakras. Absolutely. You're going to have to down here. It's the only way you can function, or the only way you're going to be able to function. Any more questions? This has been very good. You guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Discovering Your Inner Light. Every day, I'm finding more with my clients. These stories that I'm getting now, you can't get no better than this. This is real life stuff that's happening in the collective. I actually learn things by working with them. As spirit and the spirit guides use me, I get information that I share with you guys on social media. So please make sure you follow me on social media, because you never know from day to day what I'm going to come on there and say. I think that one last week on sexual intercourse kind of caught everybody off guard. It had the most comments of any post on Instagram, but it was what I was guided to share with you guys. So you just never know what's coming. You skipped a few questions before the dream question. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? Oh, my goodness. What's your favorite chakra? Okay, she did that. I appreciate the message. Thank you. Always learn more every time I watch your lives. Most of the pain is located in lower back, feet, ankles, and knees for years. Is that associated with root chakra? If it is your lower back, feet, ankles, knees, I'm going to say it would be your root chakra. Oh, wait. Your root chakra,
your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra. The only reason you got a lot of things going on, because remember that sacral chakra, you got one at the base of your spine. And so the base of your spine can affect, feet. You got nerves going all up and down and through those areas. So you got more than one chakra. You got the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra, probably causing some difficulties with all of those areas: lower back, feet, ankles, knees, all of that. So absolutely. Can you align your chakras by listening to music? Absolutely, you can, with the right frequencies. Depending on what you're trying to align, get the corresponding frequency music. So, for example, if you're trying to align your sacral chakra, you guys, I told you, just go to YouTube, type in frequency music for aligning sacral chakra. It'll give you all the frequencies, and you just listen to it. I like to say you have to do more with it than just that. The music the frequency complements it, but you got to be aware of what you're clearing in that particular chakra. So, for example, with the lady I gave you the example of in the beginning, who's having some difficulty with sexual intercourse as it relates to vaginal penetration and wanting it, she wants to release energy blockages as it relates to that vaginal penetration. So she knows what her intention is that she's trying to clear. So when she listens to that frequency music, she can listen to it with the intention of telling herself, her higher self, I am doing this to release and remove blockages from, comfort in the vaginal area. Like once you know what you're using the music for, then it works. See, a lot of people just like to listen to the music and say, okay, it's going to clear my sacral chakra. But if you don't know why you're listening to it or what you're trying to clear, it's kind of counterproductive a lot of times. So if you go into it with the intention of what you're trying to clear, and you know it and say it and listen to it, then you're going to clear it. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. Now, I think I got all of them now, right? When does the Lionsgate portal end? Well, okay, so we got the 8-8 one that's still kind of open. You guys know that 8-8 Lionsgate portal. It is going to, where are we at? We're at the 20. Oh, it's actually coming to an end soon. I think we got 2 more days of it, and we're going to be out of that one. But then you got all these different moon cycles that are coming into play. So just stay tuned and stay aware, because it's a whole lot going on right now. Oh, Corinne says she thinks the Lionsgate end the 23rd or the 26th. And I said in the next 2 days, so that will make it the 23rd. So it's around the 23rd, whoever brought that up, okay? All right, this has been a night, y'all. Y'all have been so good. I love the questions. Keep them coming, because I am taking the input from you guys in the chat and in the comments. If you watch the replay, please comment on the video. That's the other thing that moves this algorithm. You guys got to ask questions, comments. The likes are great, but now they look at engagement as well. How much is the audience engaging? How important is the information? I'm trying to push this information out to the collective, and I can only do that through you guys helping me move the algorithm. Okay, please help me. Okay. All right, you guys have been wonderful. You guys know, catch me every Monday night, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube Live at Discovering Your Inner Life for Mystical Monday. I go live now on Tuesday nights, sometimes on Instagram. I do live spiritual readings, and that's at Discovering Your Inner Light. Get over there to Instagram and follow me if you don't, because I may go live tomorrow night and do some spiritual readings. I'm not sure. I'm out of town right now, so we got to kind of see what my schedule looks like, but I'm trying to be consistent with those because you guys are participating in those, and I like it. I like doing that. And then on Thursdays at 12:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm live again on Instagram, but that is with King Cassius on his platform, actually. So follow me, and we go live on Thursdays. We're starting to talk about different concepts. We're starting to do some live spiritual readings together, which are interesting because we're two different
beings with different perspectives, which is always great. And so that happens on Thursdays. And then who knows what I'm going to be doing over there on TikTok. I'm trying to get something going over there with that group. So you at Discovering Your Inner Light, spelled a little differently, but you guys make sure you go to the About section on my YouTube page and get all my handles. Okay. All right. We are almost done. Says, what about a chakra for hearing? You guys, okay. So when we say hearing, because when my hearing was again, I'm going from my experience. When I had my hearing activated where I could start to hear my clairaudience and I was popping individual in and out, it was when my crown chakra opened. So you remember, your crown chakra is your connection to yourself and to your others and to the unseen. And so even though that's not specifically related to your ears per se, something about the connection when that crown chakra is activated, the hearing or the ear chakra or the clairaudience abilities are usually activated as well. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Love you. Okay. Thank you for this wonderful review. Much love and gratitude. When you see a color in your mind, is that higher self sending a message related to chakras? Sometimes it is. Absolutely. When you see a color in your head, sometimes it depends on when you see it. If you see it in your head and you're by yourself, sometimes it is an indication of a chakra that they're trying to bring to your awareness. If you see it in your head and you're around others, sometimes it's an aura, an auric field that is being revealed to you about the person in your head. See, we always think you have to see auras around a person. I used to think that too, until I started seeing the person's aura in my mind's eye. So it could be either one, or it could be a message. Well, yeah, same thing, chakras. Sometimes when you get colors in your head, you can look up the symbolic meaning of that color and it'll tell you kind of what is trying to be shown to you in relation to why that color chakra is off. All right. You guys are so welcome. So welcome. Thank you so much. Make sure you come back. You guys keep coming back. I need you in the chat. This has been great. And remember, if you're interested in me or my services, make sure you go to my website, www.discoveringyourinnerlight.com. I will pin it in the comments section. And until next time, you guys take care.